Hi everyone, today I want to talk about Planfic and why it could be a game changer for you if you're a pantser. So, my brother and I were talking about this concept recently and I didn't have a name for it, but then I was thinking, and Planfic became the name of it. So Planfic is when you take say you're about to write a novel, you take the same characters or same settings that you're about to write, and you make some fiction from those things that is not actually going in your first draft. This is the important part about Planfic. It's not going in your first draft. It is not canon, so to speak. In a first draft, nothing is canon. Okay, everything can change later on. But in particular, you're writing this stuff that's not going to go in your first draft. And you might be like, well, why would I write it if it's not going in the first draft? Well, for me, as a pantser, it's easier for me to know what the story needs when I'm already writing it. And so it would be hard for me to outline if I'm like, well, so basically, in order for me to pants, I have to know my characters very well. And generally, I'm like, okay, I know the inciting incident. So I have an inciting incident, I have some characters, and then I let the characters react to different things and kind of use this, cause and effect. And once I have started writing, it becomes easier to write. It's like, oh, now that I'm writing about these characters, now I know how they're going to react in this situation. Now I've kind of, gotten the hang of it. It is sort of like in the movie Inception when, I think Cobb says this to, what is the girl's name? Ariadne. I think he says, like, when you're in a dream, your mind is like creating a world, but also like exploring it at the same time, or something like that. I might be totally getting the quote wrong. But that's how it is for me, is like when I'm writing a story, like as my mind is creating it, I also feel like I'm discovering it. I'm finding out what goes on. And so an outline, it's hard to do an outline because it feels like I'm outside of the story and trying to describe it to someone. I'm outside of a place. I've never been to this place, but I'm going to describe it to someone. So, or I've never met this person, but I'm going to act like I know this person or whatever. So, Planfic gives you this freedom to start writing, to do what a pantser does best, which is to just start writing. You don't have a plan. That's why you're doing the Planfic. And it actually, there are no rules. There are no rules. So I did some Planfic recently for my upcoming project that I talked about, the Black Lives Matter story that takes place in 2030. I did some Planfic where the main character of that was interacting with the characters from 17 Letters, a particular character from 17 Letters, which is the one that I recently wrote, okay? You can do that in Planfic. You can have your new character interact with characters from another one of your stories. You could have your new character interact with characters from a book that you've read or a movie. You could put them in some situation that they are absolutely not going to be in that situation in the first draft. But as you start to create this world, as you start to create this character, you simultaneously start to understand this character. So then when you go to sit down to pants, it's like, and in fact, you might find that once you start writing the Planfic, it's something that you could incorporate into your first draft. Or it's so interesting that you want to turn it into its own story. There are so many possibilities. So if you want to do that, please let me know. Or if it's something that you already do, it reminds me a little bit of what Alexa Dunn calls, what does she call it? Connective filler or productive filler. I think she's called it both. But like in that case, you're writing in the draft, but you're writing things that you kind of know you have to take out, or you are almost sure you'll have to take out. But yeah, with the Planfic, I know I keep saying this, but you just got so many possibilities. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.